Well, welcome back, everyone. And if you're new to Haverhill, welcome. We're glad you're here. I hope everyone had a safe and happy summer and are ready to get kickstarted on this 2023 to 2024 school year. I know the more we say it, the less realistic it seems, but we're here. We're ready to get started for sure. And so, on behalf of everybody in the technology department, we wish you well as you get started. And we're here to help in whatever facet we can, via our support ticket system, via our knowledge base area, via training appointments. You'll see us throughout the process, and we'll just look forward to continuing to help you guys as we go through. The one reminder I'll give to everybody who's been here before, and just some new information for the new staff. We will continue to use this newsletter platform as a way to communicate any updates and any necessary information out to our community. And so just definitely pay attention to these as they come out. We try to keep it short and sweet and to the point, so that's just helpful information and updates related to your technology and systems. And we will continue to bring them out at the first of every month, or near the first of every month, as we continue this year. So enjoy those as they come out. You'll be stuck with me and hopefully Corey at some point as well. So just a couple quick things to remind everybody as we start this new school year, and some things that are just good habits to get going on. So the first is just a reminder about rostering. So what rostering is it ties in with both our student information system, SchoolBrains, and it ties in with ClassLink and a lot of the digital resources that we use. So rostering means that when you have classes and students assigned to you in SchoolBrains, we can actually pass that information along to our online systems. And it very often comes through ClassLink and gets passed along to everything from Google Classroom to Remind to the digital curriculum resources you use, et cetera, all the things from there. And the reminder for everyone is that SchoolBrains is the source of truth for this. So as your buildings schedule you classes and enroll students into those classes, that becomes the source of truth for this rostering information. So as they make changes, it can take up to 24, sometimes even 48 hours for all of the curriculum systems to recognize that new information. So just we ask you to be patient for those, especially as there's a lot of comings and goings to start the school year. Just keep an eye out as those changes are made in SchoolBrains. It can take 24 to 48 hours for all those systems to pick up from there. You can always put in a support ticket about it, but that's always the first thing we look at is when did that change happen, because it takes a little bit of time for everybody to catch up from there. And with that, if you are a classroom teacher, one of the action steps that we encourage you to think about, and to do is built into our knowledge base. And so if you're in our ticket system, you can go to knowledge base, and there's an article in here on Google Classroom and a system called Little Sis. And this is where you can take your classes from SchoolBrains and automatically convert them to Google Classrooms and then receive live rostering updates as the year progresses. But it does take some action on your part. These classes aren't automatically created unless you request that or activate them. And so look for an email from Little Sis. This is the system and the company we use for this. And so find that email, and it'll take you to a link that you can accept the classes that you would like and decline the ones that you do not. And we just recommend taking action on those, so that your classrooms are ready to go. And the same is true for our Remind platform. We use this for a couple years now as an official communication tool for all the staff in our district, and a great way to communicate with your communities. Where you want to sign into Remind, just right through ClassLink, go ClassLink to Remind, and accept the new classes for this year that have been provisioned for you. And that's the kind of the first step to get your communication going. And again, you'll receive continual updates as rosters change from there. So great resources, great features to get Google Classroom up and running quickly, get Remind up and running quickly, and then you're ready to go from there. But be sure you take action on those two steps there. The other action items that we recommend are more of that maintenance stuff, and I won't get into a ton of details there, but just think about general cleanup tasks as we go through our day. Whether we're spending time in our Google Drive to get a folder structure set up for this year, or we're going through our list of old emails that we just need to get rid of some so we have a cleaner inbox to start the year. We can certainly provide some assistance or some ideas and implementation concepts via support ticket or a training appointment if you like. We have a lot of helpful resources for that. Just from experience, we've done this a long time on our technology side. We use a lot of different strategies ourselves to try to stay organized, and we can certainly help you start this year on a good foot from a file management and an email management standpoint. The other quick thing we generally recommend as well is that when you're in your Google Drive, you have the waffle grid up in the corner, and that's a great place to kind of get into all your different areas here. And if you visit your account, right in your account, they have a security checkup area, and we have a link to it in our newsletter below, so that you can quickly go into that feature. And what that is a place where they audit any saved passwords that you might have, or any potential apps that you've connected over the course of time. And it gives you a chance to either update passwords if they are either compromised or too weak, or to disconnect from apps that you are no longer using. And so we recommend taking a moment to take a look at that, take any action on some passwords that might need some updating, and just to clean up some stuff there as well. And so just a couple other quick feature updates that we have for you. We list them all in the newsletter below, so I'm not going to get into every single one of them. So just read and get to some of those links. But a couple quick ones I want to highlight related to email and calendar productivity. When we are in our Gmail system and you're composing a message, one of the things that's really nice that they added for us here is one related to calendar invites and two related to emailing with a merge concept. And so down at the bottom, when we're composing a message, there's a bunch of buttons here that some you might be familiar with, some might be new to you in terms of inserting things. They got some layout templates, which is kind of fun. But this is a new button here that you might not have seen before. It's a little calendar icon. And when you are looking to meet with somebody, and you click the calendar icon, what it does is it gives you two options where you can create a calendar event right away within the email. So rather than having to bounce to your calendar and do a date and all that stuff here, we can just click create an event. It pops us over into a screen that we can see not only our calendar, but also the availability of the person that we're trying to meet with. And then we can schedule a meeting right here without ever leaving the email, and it inserts all those details right away. Likewise, if we're going back to that calendar button, we can offer times that we're free. And again, this is another place that can be just really useful as we're trying to go back and forth and schedule a meeting. And rather than going back and forth over and over again, we can just simply come into here, go grab a day that we might want to work with, and add a couple of events or a couple possible times, and provide that to the person, and then they can just pick from that list. And it's just a really quick, easy way to get a meeting scheduled with somebody when schedules get crazy and it's hard to go back and forth sometimes. So just take advantage of that little calendar button as we go through the day. Then the next thing they've added for us here is related to mail merge. And it's not a mail merge in terms of printing out letters or anything like that, but it relates specifically to email, where when I'm composing an email message to a bunch of people and I have other information that I want to feed into that to either personalize a message or to bring in other data sets to this, I can do that within our email system now. So right in the address bar here, I have my CC, BCC fields like I'm used to for the email, but then I have this use mail merge option. And if I click on that, we can turn mail merge on. And then when that's enabled, it starts looking for a spreadsheet that contains data that we want to bring into our email. And so we're going to hit add from spreadsheet, and then you can link any spreadsheet that you have in your drive. And when you first attach that spreadsheet, it says, okay, in that spreadsheet, which column has email, and which column relates to somebody's name. And so it's going to find any of those labels at the top of your spreadsheet, and you can bring that stuff in here now. And what's great about this is that not only does it, pull in all the email addresses in there in terms of who to send it to, but now we can take advantage of those merge fields as we're typing a message, just simply by typing the at symbol. And so as I hit at, it finds all of the column names in that spreadsheet. And so I can say hello, at first name. In this example, we're excited to offer you the position of physician. We'll contact you at, and then, just as a quick example here to get started, right? And so if I were to hit send here, or continue, it would send an email to all those people on the list. It would personalize it with their first name. It would add that relevant information in terms of a job title and a work phone number in this. And then we're done. Super easy, convenient way to send this stuff out. And I think there's a lot of possibilities of using this, whether you're bringing in different data points from a student, whether it's test scores or some assessment data. If we're working with different staff that has a different criteria that we're sending along, or sending a big message out to a bunch of people, maybe I put this contact list in the BCC field instead, right? So a lot of possibilities for sure. So look forward to seeing you guys use that option as we go about. All right, so that's all I have for us to get started. Again, I hope you have a great start to your new year. Continue to use our tech support system for any questions or issues, and we'll be sure to address those as quickly as we can as a team. And again, that's always the best way to reach us. There's no phone, no email that really works that great when it comes to needing help. Just jump into the tech support system, as our entire team, from myself and our director all the way to our state data people and our technicians. We're all in that system together to help you guys out. And then, as is helpful, book an iSchool training appointment, either remote or in person, and we'll be happy to help you as best we can in person, just to progress your technology use and learn some other skills, whatever's helpful for you. So enjoy the start of everything, and we look forward to seeing you soon.